Have you ever found yourself wondering why people seem to treat you differently as you get older, or why certain things just don't feel the same anymore? You might have even sensed that something's off, but couldn't quite put your finger on it. The reality is, as we age, there are subtle habits and behaviors we develop that others notice. Things that can make us come across as distant, less approachable, or even less attractive, yet no one ever tells us. They remain silent, not wanting to hurt our feelings, while we remain unaware. But here's the truth. These small, unnoticed habits can easily be changed, and once you recognize them, you'll feel empowered to correct them. Imagine being able to present yourself with renewed confidence, grace, and self-awareness every single day. In today's video, I'm going to reveal 8 things that people often notice in older adults but rarely mention. These little behaviors affect not just how others see you, but also how you feel about yourself. The best part? They're all fixable with simple changes that can help you maintain a strong presence, stay socially engaged, and feel your absolute best. Stick with me until the end because the solutions I'm sharing will completely transform the way you view aging and how others see you too. If you've ever experienced any of these challenges, I'd love to hear from you. Comment with the number 0 if you relate to any of these struggles. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so you can continue learning easy tips to look and feel your best every day. Now, let's dive right in. Number 1, ignoring posture and body language. One of the most subtle yet powerful signs of aging is how we carry ourselves. As time passes, it's easy to fall into habits like slouching, shuffling when we walk, or adopting a closed-off stance. The issue? People don't just listen to what you say. They also interpret your body language, and your posture speaks volumes. A hunchback, slow movements, or avoiding eye contact can make you appear weak, distant, or lacking confidence, even if you don't feel that way inside. Take Eleanor, for example, an active 83-year-old woman who had always been independent. Over time, however, she began noticing that strangers and even her family were offering her assistance, even when she didn't need it. It wasn't until she saw a photo of herself, standing with rounded shoulders, arms crossed, and a slight hunch, that she realized her body language was sending the wrong message. Determined to change, Eleanor started focusing on standing straighter, walking with more purpose, and making sure to maintain eye contact. Almost immediately, she noticed a shift. People began treating her with more respect, seeing her as an equal rather than someone in need of help. The reality is, how we hold ourselves affects how others perceive us. Research shows that those with strong posture and open body language appear more confident, energetic, and even younger. On the other hand, slouching makes us look tired and disengaged, while standing tall signals vitality and strength. Even something as simple as keeping your hands visible instead of crossing your arms can change how approachable and engaging you seem to others. So what can you do? It's simple. Pay attention to your posture. Whether you're sitting, standing, or walking, make small adjustments. Imagine a string pulling you upward from the top of your head. It will naturally align your spine without feeling forced. When walking, lift your feet fully off the ground, avoiding the habit of shuffling. In conversations, face people directly, maintain comfortable eye contact, and use natural hand gestures to keep the interaction flowing. How you carry yourself impacts how people see you, whether they view you as confident and vibrant or distant and disengaged. By making small changes in your posture, you can instantly appear more present, capable, and approachable, all without saying a word. Number 2, avoiding social interaction or isolating oneself. As we age, it's not uncommon for some older adults to retreat from social interactions. Whether it's due to physical limitations, the sense of disconnect from younger generations, or the simple comfort of solitude, many find themselves withdrawing from the social activities they once enjoyed. However, this isolation can have a profound impact, not just on how others perceive us, but on how we feel about ourselves. Take someone like Margaret, a 78-year-old who once thrived in social settings. Over the years, she began to shy away from family gatherings and group outings. At first, it felt comfortable to be alone, but soon she noticed that her circle of friends began to shrink, and family members stopped reaching out as often. It wasn't until one of her close friends gently encouraged her to join a community event that she realized how much she had missed the joy of connection. By simply attending a few social activities again, she found herself feeling more energized, more engaged with the world around her, and more valued by others. The reality is, isolation can lead to feelings of loneliness, which can affect our mental and physical health. Studies have shown that staying socially connected can boost happiness, lower stress, and even improve longevity. Avoiding social interactions, on the other hand, can increase the risk of depression, anxiety, and a general decline in well-being. So what can you do? Start small. Reach out to a friend for a coffee, attend a local event, or even volunteer for a cause you care about. Socializing doesn't always have to be grand. It can be as simple as a phone call or a casual walk with a neighbor. The key is to stay connected, even in small ways. You'll find that when you actively engage with the world around you, you not only feel more alive, but people will be drawn to your energy and presence. Number 3, bad breath or body odor. One of the most awkward topics to address, yet something everyone notices is bad breath or body odor. As we age, our sense of smell tends to weaken, which means we might not even notice changes in our own scent. Factors like medications, diet, and even dehydration can exacerbate the issue, but most people won't say anything. Instead, they might subtly distance themselves or try to cut conversations short. Take Frank, for example. At 78, he was the life of the party, always enjoying long chats with friends and family. But over time, he began to notice that people weren't standing as close to him anymore. A neighbor who used to sit and chat for hours now kept conversations short and distant. It wasn't until his daughter gently suggested he try a new mouthwash and drink more water throughout the day that he realized what was happening. After making a few simple changes, like staying hydrated, chewing sugar-free gum, and switching to a more effective deodorant, the shift was remarkable. People began leaning in closer again. His conversations felt warmer, and he regained his confidence. The reality is, dry mouth is one of the leading causes of bad breath, and it becomes more common as we age. When the mouth doesn't produce enough saliva, bacteria grow more quickly, leading persistent odors. Similarly, changes in diet, digestion, and metabolism can cause body odor to shift over time. Even wearing clothes too many times before washing them can contribute to the problem. So what can you do? The key is to stay proactive. Drinking plenty of water throughout the day can help prevent dry mouth, and chewing sugar-free gum or sucking on mint can stimulate saliva production. An alcohol-free mouthwash can keep your breath fresh without drying out your mouth. For body odor, opt for breathable fabrics. Shower regularly, and rotate your deodorants to keep things fresh. Also, don't overlook the importance of washing your clothes, bed sheets, and even hats or scarves more frequently. They can make a significant difference. The main takeaway: good hygiene isn't just about feeling clean. It's about how others perceive you. A few simple changes can ensure that when you enter a room, people lean in closer rather than step back. Number 4, ignoring personal grooming. It's a subtle shift, one that often goes unnoticed by the person experiencing it. But the truth is, people do notice when you stop taking care of yourself. As we age, it becomes easy to overlook the small details. Things like trimming our nails, maintaining our hair, or ensuring our clothes are fresh, clean, and properly fitted. But the problem with this? These seemingly minor lapses in grooming can accumulate and make us appear older, more fatigued, or even less approachable. Take Walter, for example, a sharp dresser throughout his life. At 82, he had always been admired for his polished appearance. Yet, as time passed, he started neglecting his grooming. His eyebrows went untrimmed, his hair became unruly, and his wardrobe stayed stagnant. His family and neighbors noticed, but no one mentioned it. It wasn't until he looked in the mirror one morning and saw how much he had changed that he decided to make a change. A fresh haircut, a clean shave, and a few new clothes later, Walter felt a newfound sense of vitality. He stood taller, exuded confidence, and immediately noticed how people's attitudes toward him shifted for the better. The truth is, grooming isn't just about how you look. It's also about how people perceive your energy, vitality, and self-assurance. Studies have shown that when we feel well-groomed, we carry ourselves differently, appearing more vibrant and engaged. On the other hand, unkempt hair, overgrown nails, or neglecting skincare can make someone seem older or withdrawn, even if that's not how they truly feel inside. So what can you do? The solution is simple. Maintain regular haircuts, keep your nails trimmed, and wear clothes that fit well and are clean. If skincare hasn't been a priority, adding a basic moisturizer and lip balm can work wonders for dry, flaky skin and help you look more refreshed. If you have facial hair, keeping it neat and trim can instantly elevate your overall appearance. You don't need to spend hours on your grooming routine. Just a little attention to these details can help you feel healthier, more confident, and present yourself in the best possible way. Number 5, wearing outdated or ill-fitting clothes. As we grow older, it's easy to slip into a comfortable routine with our wardrobe, often holding on to clothes for years, whether because they're familiar, easy to wear, or simply because fashion feels less important. But here's the catch. What we wear speaks volumes, even if we don't realize it. Wearing clothes that are faded, stretched out, or just no longer fit can inadvertently make us look older and less put together, even if we feel great on the inside. Take Harold, for instance, an 80-year-old man who had always taken pride in his sharp appearance. Over time, he stopped putting much thought into his wardrobe, defaulting to old, baggy clothes that had lost their shape. His family noticed, his friends noticed, but no one ever said a word. One day, Harold decided to try something new. He put on a fitted button-down shirt and a pair of well-tailored pants. Almost instantly, he felt a shift. People complimented him. He stood a little taller, and he felt more confident in his own skin. It wasn't about making a drastic change. It was the little updates that made a world of difference. The truth is, how we dress has a powerful impact on how others perceive us. Research shows that well-fitted clothing is associated with confidence, energy, and attention to detail, while loose, worn-out clothes can unintentionally convey a lack of care or engagement. This doesn't mean you need to follow every trend, but maintaining a clean, structured, and intentional look can make you feel more vibrant, respected, and youthful. So what can you do? Start by making small adjustments. Invest in a few key pieces like a crisp button-up shirt, properly fitted trousers, or a stylish jacket. Pay attention to colors that complement your skin tone and fabrics that are both comfortable and have structure. Even a simple update to your shoes or accessories, like a classic watch or belt, can elevate your look instantly. And if you're unsure where to begin, don't hesitate to seek advice from a fashion-savvy friend or a helpful salesperson. The goal isn't to mimic someone else's style. It's about wearing clothes that fit well, look fresh, and make you feel your best. When you do, you'll not only look better, but you'll also feel better. And the best part, people will notice the difference. Number 6, complaining or criticizing too much. Without even realizing it, constant complaining or criticism can quickly push people away. It's so easy to fall into the trap of commenting on everything that bothers us, whether it's about the fast pace of technology, the younger generation, our growing aches and pains, or how things just aren't the way they used to be. The problem? Even if it's meant harmlessly, this negativity can drain the life out of conversation and make others less eager to engage with you. Take Roger, a 75-year-old who loved to share his thoughts. At first, his comments were just small musings about the good old days, how things were better in the past, how younger people don't work as hard, or how everything today feels rushed. But gradually, his family and friends began to distance themselves. They still cared for him deeply, but they found themselves avoiding long conversations, knowing that it would only lead to more complaints. One day, his grandson, with a hint of concern, asked, "Grandpa, do you even like anything these days?" That question hit Roger hard. It was a wake-up call for him to realize that he had stopped focusing on the good things in life. The truth is, negativity is contagious. When we express frustration too often, no matter how small, it affects the energy around us. It shifts the mood of a conversation, making it feel heavy, and people will naturally gravitate toward positivity. This doesn't mean you need to pretend that everything is perfect, but striking a balance between sharing concerns and expressing something positive, hopeful, or lighthearted can make your conversations more enjoyable and uplifting. So what can you do? Start by being mindful. Pay attention to how often complaints or criticisms slip into your conversations. If you notice it's becoming frequent, challenge yourself to shift the focus. Instead of saying, "Everything was better back in my day," try something like, "Things were different in my day." but I'm curious about how this new way works. Instead of always focusing on what's wrong, find something interesting, funny, or engaging in each situation. People enjoy being around those who make them feel inspired and uplifted rather than drained. The key isn't to suppress your thoughts. It's about finding a healthy balance between voicing your concerns and showing appreciation. When you do this, not only will people enjoy spending time with you more, but they'll seek you out because your presence will feel rejuvenating, not exhausting. Number 7, speaking too loudly or interrupting conversations. As we age, one of the subtle changes that can affect our social interactions is the way we communicate. For many older adults, speaking louder than intended becomes a natural habit, often without realizing it. Sometimes, this also leads to interrupting or dominating conversations, something that's usually not intentional. This shift often stems from gradual hearing loss, making it harder to gauge the volume of our own voice. But here's the thing, most people won't tell you. They simply tolerate it, but it doesn't go unnoticed. Take George, for example, a 77-year-old who loved being the center of attention at family gatherings. Over time, he started talking louder and louder, occasionally cutting people off mid-sentence without realizing it. His family and friends could see it, but no one wanted to bring it up. It wasn't until one evening at dinner, when George noticed people pulling back slightly whenever he spoke, that he realized just how much his volume had increased. After a quick hearing test and making a conscious effort to soften his voice, George was amazed at the change. Conversations became more comfortable, and his interactions felt more relaxed and natural. The reality is, hearing loss happens gradually, and often we don't notice how it affects our speech. When we speak over others, interrupt, or speak too loudly, it can unintentionally come across as overwhelming or even dismissive. Good conversations are meant to be a give and take, a shared experience, not a constant battle for attention. So what can you do? The first step is to tune into the reactions of those around you. If you notice people backing away, lowering their voices, or struggling to get a word in, it might be time to adjust your volume. If you suspect hearing loss, a simple hearing test can help you gain better control of your speech. Also, make a conscious effort to pause, listen, and allow others to finish their thoughts. This creates a more enjoyable flow of conversation. Speaking at a comfortable volume and creating space for real dialogue will enhance your social interactions and make them far more fulfilling for everyone involved. And the best part? When you communicate with awareness and confidence, people will enjoy engaging with you more, not less. Number 8, dwelling too much on the past. As we grow older, it's natural to reflect on the past, remembering the good times, the achievements, and the people we've lost along the way. However, when these memories start to dominate our thoughts, they can unintentionally keep us from fully engaging in the present. Dwelling on the past can create a sense of nostalgia that, while comforting, may prevent us from embracing the opportunities and joys that come with today. Take someone like Henry, an 80-year-old who spent most of his time reminiscing about his younger days. He often shared stories about his career, his travels, and the way life used to be. While his memories were precious, they gradually became the centerpiece of most conversations. Over time, his family noticed that he seemed disconnected from current events and less interested in new experiences. One day, his daughter invited him to join her at a local art exhibit. Hesitant at first, he agreed, and to his surprise, he found himself thoroughly enjoying the experience. That outing sparked a new sense of curiosity, and soon he was attending more events and taking up new hobbies. The truth is, while memories are important, focusing too much on them can cause us to miss out on the richness of the present. Studies show that when we remain open to new experiences, it enhances our sense of purpose and well-being. By living too much in the past, we may unintentionally close ourselves off from the joy and connection that comes from being engaged in the here and now. So what can you do? Start by embracing the present. Try to balance your stories from the past with a willingness to explore the present moment. Take on new hobbies. Connect with people who share your current interests, and allow yourself to be curious about the world around you. The key isn't to forget the past. It's to honor it while making space for new memories, new experiences, and a new sense of excitement in your life. When you do, you'll feel more vibrant, engaged, and connected to the world around you. Final thoughts. Now that we've delved into these 8 often overlooked habits that can significantly impact how others perceive us, take a moment to reflect. The way we present ourselves, engage in conversations, and navigate our daily routines shapes how the world sees us, whether we realize it or not. Here's the good news. All of these habits are within your control, and they are absolutely fixable. Simple adjustments, like paying attention to grooming, improving how we communicate, refreshing our wardrobe, staying positive, working on our posture, and maintaining proper hygiene, can make a world of difference in how we feel and how others respond to us. It's okay if you've recognized 1 or 2 of these habits in yourself. That's completely normal. The key isn't to feel disheartened. It's to feel empowered and inspired to make changes. The fact that you're here, engaging with this content, shows you care about staying sharp, confident, and fully connected with the world around you. Aging isn't about losing your presence or influence. It's about refining it and continuing to thrive. With just a little effort, you can maintain your respect, foster meaningful relationships, and feel your best every day. We're so grateful you joined us today. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned and how you plan to apply in your life. Your feedback is incredibly valuable to us, so please don't hesitate to share your experiences. Reading your comments fuels our passion and keeps us motivated to create even better content. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing. Your support helps us continue providing valuable insights to inform and inspire you. Thank you for watching, and we can't wait to see you in the next video.